All right, the Super Eagles, they've flown their way through the competition and they are here. Interesting journey. Said now they've been on. So they beat the host nation. Then they beat the mighty Cameroon. Of course, this is Cameroon aren't so mighty anyway, but it's Cameroon nonetheless by 2-0.
And they drew a very odd match as well, where we were expecting them to actually pull up. They decided to just chill and be calm. I have to say that their coach has really tried.
What's his name?
Jose Pissarro.
Jose Pissarro. Not the most liked man in Nigeria.
At all.
Yes. They don't like him because they want the fans back home want him to play a certain way.
Yes.
And he also feels that he's in a tournament setting and he's got to play what would get results. And I think he found that in the Ivorian game where they decided to literally park the bus. We don't have a midfield. We have quite a number of defenders. You park the bus, you just distribute your attacking force evenly on the pitch, and then let's have a go. Come at us, we take the ball, we run at you, and it has been their story since then. Okay. For me, that's what's working for them, and Cameroon did not seem to have gotten the sheet. They did not get it early. They had all the ball, could not penetrate, could not do anything. You have this Nigerians just take the ball and just run at them. Look at the first goal. You're a defender. Come on. If he's blocking you off with the arm, take one for the team. Take one for the team. You didn't. You allowed them to score. And for me, Nigeria have really grown into the tournament. And as it stands, they are looking like odd favorites to win this particular one. But hey, it's been a good tournament for them. They've been promised a lot of financial...
Nigeria will always do that.
Cash back home. So now they've gotten to the stage of the competition where they need to show. I have a problem with their strikers, but that's a problem.
What's the problem with... Why, they aren't scoring enough?
No, they are not scoring enough.
I see.
That's why the Nigerians have a problem with Pissarro.
That they aren't scoring enough. Kwame, I don't know what you make of this. Did you expect a lot more attacking verve from the Nigerians?
You look at the big chances created in the tournament so far, and they are up there in terms of big chance creation. So you said Inam has a problem, I understand. They've missed some glorious opportunities, especially in the first game against Equatorial Guinea. Nigeria should have won that game by 4 goals or something, because if I check the chances of Seaman himself missed so far. Has he scored a goal yet?
Yeah.
He scored just one goal.
He has one goal.
But
in that game?
Yes. He's showed a lot more quality, the kind of striker he is. I mean, he's playing selflessly, bringing in a lot more of his attacking colleagues to Ademola Lookman. You see the first goal against Cameroon, the work that he had to do to create that space for Ademola Lookman to score and all of that. So yeah, people do have an issue with Pissarro. I mean, the kind of football that he's playing. But this is tournament football. Okay. He has realized, you see, coaches do the SWOT. The strengths, their weaknesses, the opportunities, and their threats. They all do all of this. Everyone going into an organization will do those things to be able to know where our strength lies, where our weaknesses lie, and all of that. So the coach has been able to do that. He's realized that, okay, I have a very good attack. But in tournaments, the one that concedes the least goals and scores just one more wins the game, right? How many goals have they conceded? I think one or two. They considered in the Equatorial Guinea game. Have they considered a goal again?
None. No.
That's it. So you see the pattern. Yeah. You see exactly what he's doing. Let's find a way to stay in the game. We have a very good attack where we're able to structure ourselves very well. You see even the midfield he parades. He's parading the most experienced in Onyenka in there. He lost Wilfred Onyeka in Didi. Now there's this other guy, I've forgotten his name, that has come in there to replace Ndidi. He has a Muslim name, forgotten. Sadiq or something. Yeah. He has come in there to hold that midfield. Now there's Onyenka in there, added the boy from Fulham now, Okuche's nephew. Iwobi. Yeah. You get it.
Who I find, he's a very interesting player, Iwobi.
What position does he play? Very, very complex.
He's evolved from this wide player to a very good
central midfielder. I don't know whether he's an attacker.
Eight or
You know,
10, you never
he's
know.
found a way. But that shows you his level of industry. He's one player who keeps running and never stops
Works very
running.
hard.
So Pissarro has just found a way to galvanize this team. And it's given the Nigerians some level of confidence that, okay, this is what we are going into. I feel they've not met a team that is so technically strong and that runs that much so far. And that is why I'm so interested in that game against Angola. I'm very interested
The Angolans
in it.
possess all of that, the physicality,
yes.
technical quality. They run a lot.
It will be a test for Nigeria. I think it will be a very, very huge
And
test
they are
for
yet to
Nigeria.
I think they've considered first for the very first game. Apart from that, they haven't.
So that's how the Nigerians are right now. The coach understands the assignment. I mean, you look at all that, creating a very good, and you see how he's created an environment for the press in the country where he allows them to interact with the players. I mean, he understands what he needs to do. He's someone who say he's gotten them to his side.
Yeah.
I mean, what else can you, when the Black Stars, when the press in Ghana will be using, concealing the players and trying to, you know, calm them somewhere and I'll not allow anybody interact with them.
The media blackout on our end was
It
just
makes
not
absolutely no sense.
It was just not
and not
on.
just on the media, but also on the fans. Anytime they come, how many times when I was young and I would go to Kumasi to watch? I used to watch the Black Stars. That time before the World Cup, I would run from school. Black Stars is in town. You go to the stadium because that's when I get to see Same Kufuor for the first time. That's why I get to see some of these players. So that connection is there. That's what this FA is forgetting that. What they are, how am I digressing? That the Black Stars we enjoyed, in the Kumasi support they enjoy, it was built because it was access.
Yeah.
Every training grounds we are there, we are enjoying with them. You get it? So that's it. So that's what Pissarro has done with this Nigerian side.
True.
I mean, creates
And he's played the politics well because, like I said, he's not the most
He's not
liked
liked.
person.
He's not
Nigeria.
liked. He's not
So
liked.
if you can get the press
Do a
on your
survey-
side.
do a survey right now, and it's not liked. You have not just traditional journalists, even the YouTube media. There's this football fans tribe. They are also there. You know, they all get the opportunity to interact with the players and also have that access. So that's how you try to get the best out of these people. And their training access. Even the foreign media have access to their training.
It's true. Ghanaian football journalists have interviews with Nigerian players and none with Ghanaian players. Just says a lot, really.
So that's how they've gotten to this
But
point.
talk about the attack, just going back to that theme said Nam you raised. So there's Osimhen, he scored once.
Yeah.
But he's bringing others in. Ademola Lookman has 2, and he scored that against Cameroon.
Yeah.
I guess, is that the formula? Should Pissarro now look at the others and say, look, everybody's looking at Osimhen. Maybe these guys, Simon Moses, and these other guys, maybe you guys will have to start scoring the goals just so it relieves Osimhen, just so now teams will have other problems on their hands.
Well, it's been interesting to see Lookman score goals at this tournament where, personally, I did not think he was going to score much because of the whole attention around Osimhen. But looking at how Osimhen plays, it's going to be very difficult for him to score a lot of goals at an AFCON because of the physicality. When he jumps, the defenders would out-jump you and match up to it. You want to be physical. That's why I'm surprised that the Cameroonians allowed him that much space to do what he did. But it's just right that the other attackers come in and then change the way they play their football. We've had this conversation before, and I think it will be difficult, but in one of the games, Osimhen should try and come off early for Murphy to come in.
Okay, you feel that the Nigerians should try another dimension.
Yes, because when Murphy is swift, he's quick, he's tall, he's physical, but he adds a different dynamics to their game because they now want to hit people on the counter with that odd long ball, and he is the prime attacker on their bench waiting to be deployed for that particular role.
Okay.
But for the others, I feel this is their tournament. They should just, for the time being, feed off Osimhen to get those goals running. Lookman's role in the team has also been changed. Hence, he's scoring more goals as well.
Yeah. playing. So in the game against Equatorial Guinea, he played off the left.
Yeah.
In the game against Cameroon, played on the right.
Yeah.
Scored, well, almost central if you
Exactly.
like. Almost central, right central.
I mean that's been smart from Pizarro. We are not here, and Osimhen too has been quite selfless with regards to that. I'm not here for glory. I'm here for national glory. I'm not here for personal glory. I'm here for national glory, and that's the most important. Yes, exactly. That's the most important thing. I mean, I may score the goals, but it's like Rasmus Højlund scoring 5 goals in the Champions League, but United is at home. I mean, what use is it for me to get personal glory than the national team not? So I've come to like him for that part of his game. Yeah, he's made some glorious chances, but having that selflessness to bring your other attackers into play, that's been very smart of them from the Nigerians. So you are not only targeting Osimhen right now. Now you are confused. Osimhen is bringing other people in. So who am I going to target? Target Lookman? Target? It creates a lot of questions for the opposition coaches to answer.
All right, is it Nigeria's competition to lose? Said now, is it Nigeria's competition to lose?
It's between them and then the Ivory Coast.
It's between them and
yeah.
Cote d'Ivoire.
If they had a much more formidable DM, I'd have gone outright yes. But with this team, it will be the most defensive play with the most attackers to win a trophy.
Okay.
That would be the formula.
Is their competition to lose?
God, my heart. God knows that Nigeria shouldn't win for my sake.
For your sake, I know.
But I mean, that's on the side. I mean, but being more serious, you look at the direction that this team is going, and you can't help but think that they are on the very right path.
Okay.
And I wouldn't be surprised if they win or die. But I won't be surprised if they win. I won't be surprised at all. Because
let's have a look at